Hi friends, welcome to A to Z Learning channel. You would agree that pandemic has taught us one thing, and that one thing is to look after your health. There is absolutely nothing more important than looking after your health. A long and a healthy life is a blessing. It is a blessing that we all crave for. We all work hard to get there. But let me remind you, this long and a healthy life is a blessing only if you have saved enough for your retirement years. You don't want a long life, a healthy life where you have run out of money, where you have run out of money to pay for the lifestyle expenses that you would desperately need or you crave to have. So therefore, it is very, very important to know whether we are ready for retirement or not. There are a number of challenges that the modern way, modern lifestyle have posed on us, and therefore this question, though it was always relevant for everybody's life, that are we ready for retirement, but it has become even more important to kind of tackle in the post-pandemic world, in the modern world. So, in this video today, we will help you understand what are the challenges of retirement, planning for retirement, and what can you do about it? Because it's very easy to say in hindsight that you should have done this, you should have done that, but it is more important and relevant to know before you embark on that journey so that you can plan it, you can go into this in a very informed manner. So today in this video, we will help you understand the key question around retirement, which is, are you ready for retirement? Yes, it's $1 million question in most people's mind. Are we ever going to be ready for retirement? We all want to retire early so that we have a longer period during our retirement so that we can enjoy all the things that we can't enjoy while we are working or studying. So this question, are you ready for retirement? First of all, let's understand what are the challenges? Why is it so difficult to be ready for retirement? So challenges as have come on your screen. The first most important challenge is that we are all living longer. We are all living longer with the focus on the health that we all have. We are all becoming more health conscious, more diet conscious. We are more careful in terms of what we are eating. We are more careful. We are more planned in terms of exercises, outdoor activities. So we are all living a much healthier lifestyle than what we used to, or at least we have focus on. And at the same time, there are also medical advancements that have taken place. So the care that is available as of today has done one thing, it has prolonged our life. We may have serious medical condition, but still with the medication, with the treatment plan, with the care that is available currently in the medical world, even with a condition, even with a medical condition, people are living longer. On the other hand, the study periods are getting longer too. So the period for which people used to study typically, our graduation is becoming the given. Graduation doesn't guarantee you a good working life, good income. So most people are going for post-graduation education. People are taking gap years as well these days. So by the time they are ready for entering into the work environment, ready for employment or businesses, they are typically between 25 to 30 years. So, where in the past people used to start working in the early 20s, now they are starting working only in the late 20s. So, they're losing some years there. And then I think if you ask anyone who's in the early stages of working, They all have dreamed to retire at 40, 45, or 50. Nobody is thinking like our parents used to think, that they will be working until they are mobile, until they are active. As long as they can stay active, they will be working. That thought process has changed. Everybody has a finite age year which they have in mind, beyond which they would want to do things for which they don't have time currently. So what it means is basically you can't start working until late 20s. You want to retire, even if say you want to retire at 50, let's forget about 40 and 45 retirement. The work period that you have is between say 30 to 50. So you have only working life of 20 years. Max it will be 25 years. So you have to save enough in these 20-25 years so that you have a comfortable life which you can call a blessing. So the shorter working life is a big challenge in the current world. The second biggest thing which has changed over the year is that in India particularly, it was very common for people to live in a joint family where you would look after each other. You would you would help each other. If there is a weak member in the family, they won't go hungry. Their kids won't go without education. There'll be someone in that joint family on a joint basis who will be able to still fund whatever the expenses are for the weak member's family. But that family safety net that existed in the past has long gone. We're all living nuclear life. We don't like the interference of our elders. We don't like to kind of live in a house which is shared by our siblings. We all going and buying our houses, our flats to live our own life on our terms. Of course, we are meeting on occasions with our family members and siblings, but on a day-to-day basis, we all loving the idea of this nuclear family. And therefore, the entire responsibility of funding for your expenses, funding for your retirement is on you and only you. That joint family safety net has long disappeared. The third challenge that is there in terms of readiness of retirement is ever increasing expenses. Inflation is a silent killer. For example, fuel used to cost 40 rupees a liter in India. Now it's costing you almost 100 rupees. It goes up. Medical expenses. Who would have thought few years ago that a medical insurance of 10 lakh is also not sufficient? Pandemic, COVID has taught us very clearly if you could be going in hospitalization for longer period, therefore 10 lakh rupees is not enough, 15 lakh is not enough, and that's just one member in the family. God forbid if multiple members of your family need medical care and all that, it's ever increasing. Everything is increasing. We used to own our mobile phones for 10,000 rupees, 15,000 rupees. Now, the most phones that smartphones that people buy, even the people who are in low startup of jobs, is somewhere between 20 to 25,000 rupees, and some top of the range, which help you satisfy your ego, are more than 100,000, more than 1 lakh rupees. So expenses of our lifestyle in the modern day are increasing and ever increasing. And the last but not least is gone the days when most companies or people were working for government organization or the companies where they used to get a guaranteed pension on their retirement. Means as long as they live, they will get a fixed amount as pension from the company, from the government. That used to be called defined benefit. That is non-existent now. All you get is a contribution towards your PF or contribution toward your pension scheme. And that's all. Whether the value of that contribution at the time of your retirement is sufficient enough to fund your retirement is your problem, not the organization's problem, not the government's problem. So pension increasingly is becoming absolutely not sufficient, insufficient. Therefore, all these challenges put together are making all of us nervous, itchy, that are we ready for retirement or will we ever be ready for retirement? Enough in terms of challenges, enough in terms of scaring. And again, the purpose of this video is not to be scaremongering here and making you worried, making you even more worried about your retirement. Idea here is to, of course, talk about the challenge in hand, but more importantly, talk about the toolkit, talk about the things that you can do now when things are in your control long before you get into retirement. And even if you are in retirement already, what are the things that you could be doing so that you are more comfortable in managing, in planning for your long retirement period? So let's talk about what to do. First of all is always think about, if you're starting your work now, make sure that you are allowing more time to accumulate. Yes, start early. If you save a modest amount, but start to save early, you're giving more time to your money to grow, more time to accumulate more savings. So starting early is absolutely no-brainer. Start from your first paycheck. Start from your first year of working, and keep aside a fixed portion of your income, which could be 20%, 30%, because believe me, if you think saving in the first year of your working is difficult, it's going to get even harder as you grow older, because you'll have other expenses, you'll have family, you'll have kids, um, their education, as you're living nuclear life, nuclear family, you'll have installments to pay to buy house, flats, whatever, or cars, or mobile phones. It's going to get harder and harder. So if you become disciplined from day one, more easier you're making it for yourself in the later years. The second thing you must do as you are accumulating years, you're saving, you're still in your working life and accumulating savings, make sure that you are utilizing all the saving options that are available to you. Don't put everything in one option. Put regularly in your provident fund, put regularly in the PPF scheme, put regularly in the insurances, because that's the most efficient way of getting the maturity value. Make sure that you are utilizing NPS, make sure you are going for mutual funds, options of mutual fund, balanced mutual funds, and where possible go for direct equities too. So the main point I'm making here is that make sure that you are utilizing all your saving option, because you don't know which one is going to give you the best return. So you need to diversify. Only in hindsight you would know what was the best option for you, not forward looking. So for forward looking, diversify. Look for all the options that are tax efficient, return generating for you, and give them more time. Therefore, starting early is the most important thing. And the last thing, which is more relevant for people who are already in their retirement, and that is be wise when in retirement. Protect your corpus, because it's not going to grow. You're not saving more. You have to live on that corpus for rest of your retirement life. So make sure that your expenses are fully funded by the the corpus generated income and not by the corpus. So it's very, very important to make sure that whatever you have saved, you are setting it in a way that it is going a long way for you. If you do all these things, I think you are guaranteed to have a very long and a healthy retirement life, and you would look back and say that what a blessing it has been. So I hope you've liked the content of this video. If you've liked the content of this video, then please press the like button and share this video with your friends and family. If you've not subscribed our channel A to Z Learning as yet, please do subscribe and become part of our viewers family. Thank you very much for watching our video.